Day 94 is underway. I want to say good morning. I am bundled up. I forgot my helmet at home, so I had to come back and get it. And as a result of that, I decided to put on my fancy sweatshirt. Want to say good morning to all my coffee heads. I hope you got enough to keep you warm and to get you going. I also want to say good morning to all my sleepy heads. I already know what you're doing, and I don't blame you one bit. We got an Arctic blast down here in the south, and it is burr. I don't know how my audio is going to sound with the wind and with me being kind of muffled because my speaker is underneath my hood. And I really don't want to do a voiceover. The wind is, I think, I don't know, 17 miles an hour out of the north. And that's not good. I mean, we're going to have a hard ride the whole way down. But we can handle that. So I put on some more layers just to prevent, because it's like I'm riding it dark. So, you have no warmth of the non-existent sun at the moment. And I'm sorry, they call this dawn, my bad. I'm riding at dawn, so it's a different ride all in itself. But feel good, legs feel good, body feels good, mind feels good. So I think I unlocked something that's gonna work for me. I'm gonna wait till I get in the light a little bit. But I'm trying out some new gloves. And I think I figured out the toes, how to keep my toes warm, or non-frostbit. So it's a tricky situation because your feet need to breathe, but they also need to stay protected. And yesterday evening, it was around 4:30. I knew it was too late to ride. The latest I want to ride is 3 o'clock in the evening. And I mean, I'd have to start at 3, but I went at 4:30. And I rode it was after dark. So I got back, after dark. But my feet did not freeze. So normally my toes get super cold, they get stiff and all that other good stuff. But I figured out that if I wear my Uggs, so I have on one of my good pair of wool socks, and then I have a toe cover from Shimano over my toes in that wool sock, and then I just slide all of that in my Ugg boots. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say Ugg boots. They're not boots. They're loafers. So I just slide all of that in my loafers, and my toes have not froze yet. As of yesterday ride, and that wind was like 29, 30, 31 gust, 17 sustained, and toes felt great. And this morning I have on 7 layers, and my core feels great. When I put on my last sweatshirt, that really did it. Like, it blocked, so the wind isn't cutting through my garments at the moment. Now, if the sun comes out, that's a different story. I might have to take something off, and that's not a problem. But right now, I feel good. I can ride all the way to Texas the way I feel. My toes not cold. At the moment, my fingertips are not cold. But I'm trying out a new glove system. So Vika bought me some gloves, and I had another glove that I'm trying. So I have one hand with just a glove on it, and I have one hand with the glove that Vika bought and the other glove that I'm trying out. All right. Then we'll stop, huh? So if my right hand gets cold, that's one thing. But if my left hand gets cold, then I know that the 2 gloves on my left hand, that system is not going to work. And if my right hand gets cold, then I know that glove ain't going to work by itself. Even though it's supposed to be rated for being the warmest thing your hand could be in, It's got all that fancy aluminum foil and stuff on the inside. I don't know if it's my alarm or what. For an hour. Yesterday I had a good ride, I didn't do the levee twice. I rode around the city. Then I got on the levee at the end of it and rode to the start of it. But this morning, I'm starting here, and I'm gonna ride my traditional route, right near the cutoff, and then I'm gonna get on home and take care of my family responsibilities. But I rode so much yesterday morning, I think I did 12 miles before I got on the levee. And I was all over the city. Gretna, Terrytown, Algiers. It was like, that was only 12 miles. So sometimes when you ride around, you're thinking you're going to get big mileage, and you're not. You're really not. So that's the mental game of being disappointed with how much you ride around and not seeing the mileage that you kind of internally think you got. I'll show you these riding shoes. So I got on a nice wool sock. I got on the Shimano toe covers. And I have on my Uggs. When I had my ankle surgery, one of my good friends, he came over to the house and he said, look, man, I know your ankle messed up. You're not going to be wanting to tie shoes, He said, just slide in these. And I was like, man, girls wear Uggs, He said, no, this is for men. And man, that was one of the best presents I ever got, And I'm gonna tell you right now, I love them. I really do. If you don't have a pair of Uggs and you're a man, get you a pair, man. It's okay. I got a pair, One of the best pair of shoes or foot coverings I ever owned. One of the best. So get you a pair. You won't regret it, I wear them during the summertime. I wear them during the spring, the fall, autumn, all of that. It's a good pair of shoes. So I'm gonna end this video because I don't want it to be 75 minutes long. And I just wanted to share that with you. It's day 94. We're excited. It's freezing cold. But as my boy Frank would say, I'm not cold. You know? We don't get cold. We get busy. The heat is in the tool. And what that means is if you're cold, produce some heat. You know, produce some heat. And you can produce heat by cranking, running, jumping, or doing whatever you need to do, you know? I'm gonna get over in this lane. That way everybody can just fly on the right. And I got on 2 hoods, so I don't want to be struggling to try to look. I don't know if y'all can see the twins from here, but it's one of my favorite color schemes on them. Way over there. All right, so I guess this is north direction because I feel that wind right in my face. Now, some people might think it's too cold to ride, and it is. It really is. It's too cold to ride, but I call this wind training. I'm allowing the wind to train me. Because if you could ride in hard conditions that aren't pleasant, you could ride in favorable conditions that are pleasant. So, trying to let the wind train me and make me a better rider. That's the whole theory behind it. Is it working? I don't know. I'm gonna do some more 60-second karaoke, but I'm gonna wait for days where it's not as windy because I don't want to fight with the wind trying to make a video where I'm butchering a song. I don't think that would be wise. All right. You didn't see them flag me through. They told me, come on. They said, go. Okay. No problem. On my way. Oh, this feels so much better. So I think my right hand is starting to get cold. Fingertips feel kind of needly. How you like that? Now this glove's supposed to be like having your hands next to a fireplace, you know? That's how it's advertised. It's like having your hands next to the sun. It's supposed to take advantage of the heat that your hand has, and it amplifies it. That's one of the reasons I tell you in one of my videos, never fall for the 100% effective marketing, because they will tell you whatever they need to tell you to get you to buy whatever they're selling. And it's so fraudulent. Now, coming this direction, I have gotten drastically warmer. I'm talking about night and day warmer. So that's not good. So I might have on too much of clothes, like I said. And I kind of feel a little perspiration. Because I'm not in the wind. But my core temperature is very warm, very warm. So I got some decisions to make. Do I doff this big old sweatshirt, or do I leave it on and sweat? Because you know you don't want to sweat when it's cold. That's the best way to mess yourself up. But I'm gonna have to stop because this hand is getting cold. And that's not good for anybody. Especially the guy riding the bike right now. Man. So now, should I go back home and take this big sweatshirt off since my core temperature is warmer? I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just delay going to the levee. Yeah, I think I'm gonna delay. Oh man, I hate making decisions. But if I just get up there, the wind is gonna beat me up coming back. Then I could go home and take this sweatshirt off because I'll be nice and warm. Yeah, but I need to stop this video so that I could put that other glove on and then put this hand in this bigger glove. Yeah. Also, just something to keep in mind, whenever you get gloves, make sure that one of the gloves you have on, you can manipulate yourself on without having to get your hand out of the glove. Because right now, I'm gonna have to get my hand out of my glove. And I'm not looking forward to that, just because of the amount of work it takes to swap your glove out. You know, just something to keep in mind. Let's see where I'm at. Crazy thing is, sometimes you hear cars and they are a good distance away, but you just hear them and it sounds like they're right there. They sound like Clydesdale horses, you know, or a stampede happening. And you looking all around for them like, I know I hear this car. They're coming. Yeah, that's an unmistakable sound. Now it's weird, but the very tips of my left hand are starting to feel a little cold. So I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing boards. Yep, that's what it is. Part of the toes feel great. Toes feel real good, real strong, real good, wonderful. So I'm gonna stop the video right here by the real pie man. And gotta get this hand in a glove, because I don't really like that cold sensation. I suffered enough yesterday with that. Thanks for watching.